I've mentioned it in my first or second presentation this morning that I will be talking more about zone architectures, SIS, and the internals, how it works. While you do not have to code anything on the SIS because you will buy one out of the box that does everything for you, you still need to understand what it actually does, because that will drive A, your zone architecture, and B, your agent and agent architecture. With that, I don't mean the internals of your agent, which lines of code you're going to write, but how you might split the agents. You might have, even you read data from one system, but you might have three agents doing that. One agent only cares about that object, the other agent only that object, and I will get into that why. But you have to understand what the SIS does to see why you would do one over the other. That's what that presentation is mostly about. What is a zone? I described it this morning as a region or something like this. Now I also call it's a logical container, organizing applications and their data. All messaging, which you have seen now, you possibly start understanding a lot better some of the things I've mentioned this morning. Messages flow through a zone. Right? So all activity takes place in the context of a zone. A zone can represent many things. With that I mean how many objects or different objects you get into the zone is up to you. It can be that you have a zone per school. You might have a zone per district. You might have a zone per state. If I go back to the tri-border, because that's one that does a lot of things, we have one zone per state. The reason why we could do that is it all deals with schools that are all remote schools. So the number of objects we have to deal with is very low. There's only a few schools in WA 11 or so. Same in SA. It's about 30 in, no, it's more I think in NT they've added a lot more there, but the students a few thousand. Still, when we go to daily attendance, which is 2 records per day per student per enrollment, we're talking quickly 12 million records per year for that low number of schools. So even though you might think, oh, that's okay, I can do all in one zone, you might reconsider that statement later on. Many zones can be managed by a SIS, and you've seen that already, you know what I'm talking about. You've set up a couple zones already during the bootcamp today.